All right, so in this video, we're going to talk about the number one mistake that CE providers make when selling courses. If you're a continuing education provider selling online courses, there's one mistake that I see over and over again. And it's not bad design, it's not bad pricing. The number one mistake that CE providers make is this. They're treating their website like a file library instead of a structured learning experience. So let me explain. Many CE providers install an LMS like LearnDash or LifterLMS. And what they do is they upload some videos, attach some PDFs, enable a quiz, enable certificates. And they think they are basically done. And technically, this does work. But from the learner's perspective, it feels like they're logging into like a shared drive or like a Google Drive. So what there's no guided path, there's no real progression, there's no momentum to keep them engaged. So if you're running continuing education, this can be a serious problem because CE is not about just access to content, it's about verified completion, compliance, renewals. And if that experience just feels flat, the learners will just rush through, leave, and never renew. So here at Woo Ninjas, we help many CE providers. They come to us with a site that technically works. There's courses, modules, quizzes, lessons, and certificates, but it's not structured strategically. So we help our clients with course architecture, groups and permissions, progression rules, locked progression, so they actually have to sequentially go through the different courses. We also help with reporting logic. And if you want to learn a little bit more on what we do and how we can help, check out wooninjas.com, scroll to the bottom, and feel free to put your information in right at the bottom and we'll get right back to you. So let's get in the next section, which is the compliance layer that most providers actually miss. So we're showing LearnDash because this is the LMS that most CE providers use. It's robust, it has a lot of plugins, so you don't actually have to do a lot of custom code if you want modifications. So one thing to ask yourself is, are quizzes required to pass before moving forward? Are certificates only issued after a true completion? Are quiz attempts tracked properly? Are you tracking which courses are the most popular so you can make more of those? So if you serve bigger organizations that buy many seats, are those groups configured properly? And is the administrator getting updates on their students? So when all these things are set up loosely, you have reporting problems, scaling issues, and all these administrative issues, and maybe a lot of email support requests, which you could actually automate and never have to deal with again. So long story short, fixing a messy LMS costs more than building it right the first time. So if you're just starting a CE company, then do it right the first time and build it correctly from the beginning, and we can help you with that too. So in summary, here's the real business impact. If you're treating your CE business or platform like a file library, this will always lead to lower completion rates, fewer repeat enrollments, and more support emails. Even if your content is excellent, the structure shapes the perceived value. A well-structured CE platform, increased trust, increase word of mouth sales, which is very important, and trust increase renewals, and renewals increase predictable revenue, which is what everyone wants at the end of the day. So the real question is your CE site kind of like a Udemy or Coursera that people are going to be engaged, want to renew, or buy more courses? Or just does it feel like a Dropbox or Google Drive with a bunch of quizzes attached? That's a good question to ask yourself, and it could be improved. You could do it, or we could also help. We are Woo Ninjas. We've been doing this for the last 10 plus years. We work with a lot of major CE providers. And if this is something you need help with, go to wooninjas.com. Feel free to scroll down to the bottom, put your information right here, and we will get right back to you.